Hey, Chad, do you have a minute?
How long are you going to be away on this business trip?
It's my job, so I can't help it.
Work, work, work. When are you going to take care of me?
Take care of you? You're not a child anymore. You can take care of yourself. Besides, I'm working to make a living with you. Don't talk to me like that.
You're looking down on me, aren't you? It's like saying I'm not making enough money to make a living.
I'm not looking down on you. I'll be back tomorrow, so just wait. Anyway, I just got a call from your mother.
Oh, and?
She said she got her stuff prepared somehow. What does she mean? What stuff is she talking about? I have no idea what she's saying.
It's mom's and sister's stuff.
And where are their stuff?
This house.
What? I'm even more confused. You mean our house?
Yeah. They decided to move in with us while you're on a business trip.
What? Does that mean we're going to live together?
Well, that's what it means.
I didn't know about that.
That's because you're on a business trip. I don't know why you're making your business trip more important than a family meeting.
You didn't tell me there was going to be a meeting like that.
It was suddenly decided while you are away. Well, the result would be the same if you were here anyway. What we decide is absolute, you know.
Wait a minute. You promised when we got married that we wouldn't live together. You're breaking the promise.
Did I promise that? It was a long time ago. I've forgotten.
Huh?
You're working all day every day, so it's great that they live with us. You can even ask them to do the housework.
I'm working and taking care of the house. I don't need their help. I'm sorry to say this, but we can't live together.
Why do you hate them so much? Do you hate my mother and sister that much?
Because neither your mother nor sister think well of me, do they? When I first met your mother, she said, I don't want to give my son to a hick like you. Ever since then, she's been treating me like I'm a country bumpkin and making fun of me. And your sister said, as long as I'm home, I won't let you do what you want. Now, if we have to live together, I'm afraid what would happen.
That kind of thing depends on you, doesn't it? I mean, it all depends on what you're willing to do. I think we'll still have to live with my sister for the time being.
She's 36 years old, you know. I'm surprised that, at that age, she's still living off her parents' money. Every time I see her, she asks me for some money from me.
She's your sister-in-law, and you're supposed to give her what she wants. That's why you're working too, so...
Huh? I'm working for our own living, remember?
If you hate living with your mother and sister so much, I'm divorcing you.
Divorce? Chad, are you serious?
Yup.
You took advantage of my business trip and let them move in without even telling me. And now you're divorcing me because I refused?
That's right. I'm preparing the divorce papers so that you and I can get divorced anytime you want.
That's terrible.
I'll mail them to your office since you might need them soon.
What?
You care more about your work than your family, right? You'll be back at the office first from your business trip, so I'll send you the divorce papers filled out and ready to go. Am I being nice or what?
I can't believe it.
How's that? You see how serious I am? I'm ready for a divorce.
You need to be ready for a divorce?
Yes, I do. If you don't want me to divorce you, you'd better do as I say. Anyway, my mom and sister are already living here together.
Chad.
Housework. Are you ready to live with my mom and sister? We're both looking forward to having you back.
How come?
Apparently, those two aren't very good cooks. They're excited to have something good to eat soon. And their room is a mess, and they want you to clean it up.
That's a totally different story. You said they would help us with the housework if they moved in.
Yeah, well, but we all have things we're good at, and things we're not good at. Why should I make my mother and sister do what they're not good at? You're a housewife, you know.
Well, I guess that's the way it's gotta be.
What's with that tone?
It's not right for two grown women to live together with us in one house. They should be able to do housework, right? But waiting for me to come home, it's like they want to slack off.
Why do you have to talk like that? Since my dad passed away, they have done a lot of housework. Mom has been doing it since I was little. You should at least understand why they want to slack off.
I didn't see it that way.
Huh?
Every time I went to their house, it was overflowing with stuff and mess. The fridge is full of expired food, and the laundry was always piled up. It didn't seem to me that they have ever done a decent job of housework.
Don't be rude.
Once, the front door was left open. I even saw your sister's room once, and it was horrible.
Huh? You peeked into my sister's room without permission?
The door was open so I could see inside. She left her clothes all over the place. And on top of that, there was trash on the table from eating snacks. I couldn't believe that the 36-year-old woman would have a room that messy.
You can say what you want about my sister, but I won't forgive you if you speak ill of my mother.
Oh, you don't mind about your sister? I honestly don't know what I'm going to do if I have to live with her. I'm sick and tired of your strong attachment to your mother.
What did you say? Anyway, they are already living here. If you don't like it, we'll have to get a divorce.
I'm already single, you know.
What are you talking about? Have you gone crazy because you don't want to leave me?
I'm not crazy. I just filed the divorce papers at the city office, and it was accepted without a hitch. We're not a couple anymore.
What the heck are you doing? Go to the city hall right now and get your divorce annulled.
I don't want to. You're the one who said we're splitting up. You even sent the completed divorce papers to my company. I'm not going to annul it.
I only did it to make you shut your mouth.
I don't understand why you want to rush me.
I didn't mean it. You know that.
No, I don't understand. There are things you can say and things you're not supposed to. There are things you're allowed to do and things you're not allowed to do.
You filed for divorce on your own. Isn't that something you shouldn't have done? We need to talk about it first.
I can say those words right back at you.
What?
About your mother and sister living together with us. I was your wife. You should have talked to me about it first. Without a word, you suddenly told me they've moved in together. That's not okay, don't you think? You promised that whenever we do something, we would discuss it together. You broke that promise first.
You decided to get divorced without even discussing it. Living together is nothing compared to that. You've done worse.
Living together is important. It's going to be a part of our lives. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. I'm glad we're divorced.
Sarah, are you really going to divorce me?
Not really, because I filed divorce papers a while ago. We are strangers now.
Strangers? How are you going to live with yourself?
Don't worry about me. Actually, I've been planning to divorce you for a long time.
Yeah? What do you mean?
You always compared me to your mother every time, right? It doesn't taste like my mother's chicken. It doesn't smell like the detergent my mother used to use. That's not the way my mother folded the laundry. I've been so stressed.
I didn't mean to.
I was trying to be more like her. I tried asking her about everything, but in the end she always snubbed me. And even your sister would get together with her and bully me.
That's not true. It's just your imagination.
Huh? You were always nearby, looking at it with a smile on your face. What's the benefit of enduring this kind of life?
I didn't know that's how you were feeling. Why didn't you tell me then?
I told you. I told you over and over again. Your mother is a terrible wife-beater, so I asked you to talk to her about it.
Did you, really?
Lately, every time I see her, she's been sarcastic with me about the kids. Don't you remember I told you about it? She even told me that the reason we can't have children is because of me.
Oh.
And on top of that, she told me that if I can't have children, I'm not worthy of being a wife.
Mom didn't say such horrible things, did she?
Yes, she did. So did your sister. I was about to cry and she pointed at me and giggled.
That's not such a big deal, right? Compared to other families, they're very kind.
What do you think of me? But that's enough. The divorce is already final. I'm a stranger to you and your family. I'll do my best to forget about it.
Sarah, are you serious?
I told you I'm serious. You just need to accept that. I don't even want to see your face anymore. Please send my stuff to my parents' house. After that, I'll move my stuff out of there.
Where are you going? Tell me where you're going.
Huh? I'm not going to tell you. Why would I tell a complete stranger where I'm going? I'll never tell you because I don't want you to show up or anything. Then, I don't think I'll ever see you again. Goodbye.
Hey, Sarah. It's been a while. How are you?
What? Why are you texting me? I have nothing to say to you. Bye.
Wait a minute. Actually, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Something you want to talk about? I said I have nothing to talk to you.
Don't be so cold. Listen to me. I went to your parents' house after the divorce. I really wanted to see you and talk.
I guess you did.
Huh? You knew?
Yeah, but I told you before, didn't I? I have nothing to say to you.
Don't say that. I got kicked out.
Of course you did.
Yeah? I'm the reason we're divorced.
What? You're surprisingly honest. I thought you'd complain that they turned you away.
That's not true. It was my fault.
Okay, so? What's the story?
Is that... Can we start over again?
Huh? That's the one thing I absolutely can't do.
Why not? We used to love each other.
We did love each other, but that was a long time ago.
That's a lie.
What?
You missed me, didn't you? You've been waiting to hear from me.
Not at all. I'm living a very fulfilling life right now. I don't even think about you.
You seem to be doing well at work. You've been working so hard.
How do you know that?
I met a girl you work with the other day. She was complimenting you on how hard you've been working.
It's not like I'm the only one working hard. We're all on the team supporting each other.
That's great. And I don't think I could work for such a big company for years. I admire you for being chosen to be part of a special team.
Thanks for that. But you sound weird. What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's been that way for a while, working for a big company. You must make a lot of money, right? How much are you making?
Why should I tell you that?
Why can't you tell me?
Well, I'd say about 3 times of what you used to make.
Yeah? Really? You're really amazing. I've always admired your hard work, but...
You're starting to get weirder and weirder.
Why? I want to start over with you.
Why would I? I have absolutely no desire to get back with you. To be honest, it's annoying to be texted like this.
Sarah, why are you so cold?
How can you say that? You're the one who initiated the divorce in the first place.
I have a confession to make. I quit my job.
So?
I'm currently job hunting, but I don't have any money and life is tough.
I know.
What? Why? I haven't talked to you once since the divorce.
I heard it from a colleague at work. The girl I work with, who met you the other day. She happens to have a friend at your office.
You're lying.
I know why you left your company too.
So, you also know that I messed around with the accounting girl at the company?
That's right. The girl I work with was disgusted. Divorcing me and then immediately hitting on a young girl? She said, "What kind of nerve does he have?" She said I'm lucky I'm divorced from a scum like you. I totally agree.
Scum? That's a terrible thing to say. I took good care of you.
Huh? How did you get that idea?
After my divorce, I was lonely. So I asked a girl from the office to distract myself from that loneliness.
You're such a garbage.
I'm not a garbage. I've learned my lesson.
Learned a lesson?
Yes, I love you. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Stop it. I feel sick. I feel nauseous.
Why do you have to say it like that? You still love me, right? Even now, I'm sure your feelings are for me.
Were you always that delusional? I don't have any feelings for you. You are history to me.
I don't believe that. I mean, you've been talking about me to your coworkers, right? It's been 6 months since your divorce, and you're still talking about me? That means you're not over me.
You're such a happy guy. Of course I talked about you with my coworkers. But most of them were just me grumbling. We both just sighed.
I don't think she said anything that bad, you know?
Well, that's because no one would say anything bad in front of the person. Are you stupid? I'm really tired of your no-nonsense attitude. I don't have time for this. Can we please end this text now? Just to be clear, there is 100% no way I'm going to start over with you.
Sarah, wait a minute. You need to meet me and talk to me properly. You know it's better for both of us to look at each other and talk about how we feel, right?
You don't need to do that. I don't like you. I don't want to see you.
Please don't say that. Just for a minute. You've got to meet me. Where do you live now? Are you near work or something?
I'm not supposed to tell you that. That's enough.
If you won't tell me, I'll visit where you work. I really want to see you. I want to meet you and talk to you.
Huh? If you do that, you won't get away with it.
But I really need to see you. It's the only way I get to see you.
Don't come to my office. You really won't get away with that.
Sarah, what's going on? I've been kicked out of your company and sent to the police. You still love me, don't you? Would you be okay if I get arrested?
You really start to get annoying, you know? I told you not to come to my office, didn't I? And yet you came anyway. I was surprised.
I told you I'm serious.
I'm glad I gave the security a heads up. You could have caused a huge scene.
I miss you, Sarah. That feeling hasn't changed.
Give me a break. We will never see each other.
Why?
Because I got you a restraining order from the police. From now on, if you come even remotely close to me, you'll be arrested, okay?
Huh?
So you'll never see me again. I suggest you go straight home.
I don't want to. I'm not going back to that house. Mom tries to force me to do all the housework. I can't cook. My room looks like a dump. The laundry is overflowing. I'm not going back there.
That's why I told you so. But you're the one who took your mother's side.
My sister doesn't even work. She just hangs around at home. And yet, she only goes out to drink and ask me for money. I don't want to live with those two.
I told you, there's no way to live with them. If you have believed me then, I might not have had to do this. Too bad.
I understand now. That's why I'm not going to live with them. I still need you. I'm not going back to that house. I'll live together with you, and we'll get back together. I'll get a job and work hard for you, please.
It's too late. We've been divorced for 6 months. You'll never get my feelings back.
Don't say that.
We have been having the same conversation over and over again. I'm going to block all your contacts because I don't think it's going to do any good.
Oh no. Can't we start over? I'm so desperate.
I forgot to mention, I'm going to be working in New York soon.
New York?
Yes, I got recognized for my project presentation. I've been transferred to the head office.
What? It's so far away, isn't it?
Yeah, it's convenient for me. So I don't think we'll be able to see each other easily. So I guess this means the end of your relationship with me.
Oh no. You're abandoning me?
I'm not abandoning you. You've been a stranger from the beginning. You are nothing to me. So I won't help you either. Well then, take care.
Wait. I'll work hard for you from now on. So don't give up on me.
No thanks. I can live without your hard work. You're free to live as you like. Well, goodbye.
Hey, Sarah, don't end this, please.
Shortly thereafter, I left for New York. Chad still persistently visited my ex-office at the entrance, calling my name loudly. He was so persistent that he was reported to the police and taken away. I don't know how his mother and sister have been living since then. I don't care anymore because it's none of my business. I am working hard at the New York headquarters, among the elites. But everything is so new and exciting that I'm getting more work motivation than ever before. I'm going to be a workaholic for a while. I would like to give another try at romance if there is a man who understands me.